Yaakov comes to the well, Arza b'nei Kedem. He comes to the east, and there is this well there, and he sees a whole bunch of people gathered around the well. He sees flock, and he sees these shepherds. And he walks over to the shepherds, and he says to them, Achai me'ayin atem, where are you from? And they respond, and they say, we're from Haran. He says, wow, Haran? That's the place I've been looking for. And his ears go up. He says, do you know Lavan ben Nachor? And they say, yeah, we know Lavan. And he says, does he have peace? Is everything okay with him? Yes, everything's okay with him. And his daughter is on her way here, Rachel, she's coming. And then Yaakov says, well, just wanted to ask you, since we're engaged in conversation, why is it that you guys are standing around here? I'm looking at my watch, and it's if it's a 9 to 5 day, right now it's 2 o'clock. Why you guys look like you've wrapped it up? And the sheep are just sitting here. They're not grazing out in pasture. Why is it that you're just hanging around? So they respond, and they say to him, look, we're not just simply wasting the time here. What we're doing is we're waiting for enough shepherds to come so that we can pick up the big rock off the top of the well, so that we can allow our flock to drink from the well, and then we cover the well back up with the big rock. But none of us will be able to do that on our own. So Yaakov then understands, and he sees Rachel. The rest we know. He picks up the big rock by himself. This incredible strength, incredible power, as he sees Rachel, and he gives all of the flock of Lavan to drink. Now, the Panovich Rav asks a great question here. He says, normally, when someone is a stranger and they start talking to someone, they come from a different place, and they come to a town, and they start talking to the people in the town, no one would tolerate a stranger starting to ask questions about someone's personal actions. No one would tolerate, as they say growing up, as we tell our kids, to mind your own business. No one would tolerate a stranger coming to a town and not minding their own business. Could we imagine someone walking into our community or into our home and telling us we're doing something wrong? We just met them. They're strangers. Where are you coming from? What chutzpah do you have? And here, not only does Yaakov's quote have the chutzpah to start talking to these shepherds, but he's actually giving them musar. As Rashi explains, he's saying to them, how could you guys steal from your boss? You need to have these flock out in pasture. How are you just ending the day early because the boss isn't around to watch you? And in the end, they gave Yaakov the excuse and the explanation that, look, we're not stealing. This is the reason why we're standing around here. But if you think about the logic, why did they bother even answering Yaakov? They should have just chased him away completely. What really transpired here? So the Panovich Rav explains, and a wonderful explanation that I think is very pertinent to our own lives and how we deal with relationships. He says, the key to the whole picture here is that the reason why the shepherds bothered answering Yaakov and didn't chase him away and didn't beat him up was because when Yaakov engaged with them, the first thing he said to them was, Achai, my brothers, me'ayin atem. He acted to them as if they were already friends. He tried to befriend them. He tried to connect with them. He tried to build a bond with them. And only when he felt comfortable that he established some kind of connection with them did he then try to give them musar and say, hey, maybe you're ending your work day too early. And that's why they responded, not by chasing him, but they responded by answering him, because they recognized the fact that he was sincere in his kindness and his desire to try to befriend them, as opposed to just simply accusing and attacking them. There are many times that we are at a standoff in relationship in life, in various different levels, and it comes to the point that it's getting to the bottom line. We engage the person, and there is a way to deflate the entire situation, and that is to engage the person who we're in conflict with or we're in disagreement with by engaging that individual with a sense of friendliness and warmth. And that's what Yaakov did here. And that's a lesson for us in our lives. There are moments where we have disagreements with people. But if we engage them with a sense of care and kindness, and that we're not looking to battle with them, and that we're not looking to fight with them, but we're looking to befriend them, and yet, yes, accomplish the goal that we're seeking, but do so with a sense of warmth, then we'll be able to accomplish our task. That's the lesson that Yaakov shares with us that applies back from the time with him and the shepherds to our day and to our lives and to our relationships. Thanks for listening and have a good Shabbos.